Hey everybody, Austin here again with another pinball gameplay video. This is Demolition Man, a 1994 machine by Williams. So this is a game I recorded recently, and I'm just going to add some post-commentary to it after the fact. Demolition Man is a very fun, combo-heavy game, and before I really go into anything else, I do want to say as you can see, there's a very quick way to get multi-ball started, as long as you have the quick freeze lit on the right in lane. As you start your game. So what you can do is, whenever you plunge, the ball loops around this left loop to the upper flipper, and if you hit your computer shot, it'll actually feed to the right in lane, and then if you hit your left ramp, it'll light your multi-ball, and then by doing that, you also light your first claw award, which you collect on the right ramp, and the first claw award is either light multi-ball or start multi-ball if multi-ball is already lit. And so that's basically what I did. And when I play this game, I like to try to get that quick 1-2 to start multi-ball really quickly. And if you can do that, you can actually get a really good start on the game score-wise. As you can see, I've almost got 500 million already just from that multi-ball. Although that was an exceptionally decent multi-ball for Fortress multi-ball, which is your first of your 4 main multi-ball objectives. So yeah, very easy to get in the multi-ball in this game if you're playing competitively, and but there are a bunch of other goals to try to go for in this game. You've got your claw awards, and you can see the amount of claw awards you've collected in the top left-hand portion of the screen, those 5 red lights. You can actually just see 2 lit right now, because I've only collected 2. And one of the goals when you play this game is to try to get all 5 accessed and collected. And then once you do that, you light sort of a mini wizard mode multi-ball on the upper computer scoop, accessed by the upper flipper. Now to actually collect a claw award, you have to hit the left in lane. So there's multiple ways you can do that. You can either hit the retina scan target on the far left portion of the playfield, or you can try to hit the left ramp to feed that left in lane. And when you do that, it'll light the right ramp to collect the claw award. And then once you hit that right ramp, it'll collect it. And that's it. You want to do that 5 times. In order to relight the claw, you have to complete your top right rollover lanes at the top. And what's good about that is not only do you actually relight your claw, and you can collect another claw award afterwards, but you actually get bonus X as well. And bonus can be massive in Demolition Man if you do it just right. So we're on we still haven't gotten our 3rd claw award yet, but I'm going to be working on it. You know, because the goal is to light those top lanes. I'm trying to go up that center mini ramp, and I keep hoping that the ball diverts to the right into the top lanes so I can light my next claw award. Now, Demolition Man is really interesting because I have the claw disabled. There's actually this movable device in the top left-hand portion of the playfield where if you hit the right ramp to collect a claw award, there's a diverter on that right ramp that actually opens up, and it feeds the ball to the left claw. And there's this actual claw. Not really a claw per se, but it's this toy with a magnet on it, and it grabs the ball. And you can actually move the ball and drop it onto whichever claw award you want. The problem with that is that it slows down gameplay, and it's actually kind of a broken feature from a scoring perspective, because you can just pick the same award over and over again. And so one of the awards is light multi-ball or start multi-ball if multi-ball is lit. And so you can just play multi-ball over and over and over again really easily. So we just lit our next claw award. So my goal now is going to be to get is to drain, apparently. So that was actually kind of a redundant claw award qualification, because with how the machine's currently set, if I drain, that left in lane lights automatically for my next claw award. So, you know, I qualified it, but then I drained, so it didn't really do me a whole lot of good except for bonus X. But bonus X is good, at least. There's another neat feature in this game where you can use these triggers on the side of the machine, and unfortunately you can't see them, but it's actually recommended to play with the triggers if you can. There's actually 4 buttons on the triggers, 2 on the left, 2 on the right, and the front buttons on each trigger flip, but there's also back buttons as well. So for instance, we're in Capture Simon mode right here, and if I press both of the rear buttons, bam, I get a capture bonus just like that. So in a lot of different modes in this game, you can collect, you know, free points. For instance, my second claw award, which is ACMAG, which is the center ramp mode, I can collect 1 ACMAG award by hitting both rear triggers. Now, the triggers also have another benefit. You get an extra 1,000,000 points for every single combo you make. The base combo values are 1,000,000 points higher than they normally are if you use the flippers. And you get an extra trigger combo bonus as end of ball bonus. So for every combo you make, you get an extra 1,000,000 points in end of ball bonus. So if I make 50 combos and I get my bonus X up to 5 times, I'm getting an extra 250 million points as end of ball bonus. And if you can do that over the course of you know, multiple balls, that can make a huge difference in your scoring if you're trying to play for score. I play competitively, so I'm usually trying to maximize all the points I can. Or if I'm just playing at home, you know, I like to see how far I can push the game score-wise. Maybe I can beat my old GC or something like that, the Grand Champion score. So knowing stuff like that really helps in those situations. If you get 5x bonus on the top lane, you'll actually light extra balls. So I do have extra balls turned on in this game. I don't recall if I play too many of them, though. I think I might only just play one. And I do have another one lit, so maybe we do get it. And yeah, so Demolition Man, goals are to get through your 5 claw awards. So right now we've got 3. We've done 3, so we need to qualify our next one. And unfortunately, the mini ramp has a little gate, and coincidentally, the same day I recorded this, the gate broke in half. So there's the normal switch is supposed to go all the way across the shot, so the ball goes up, it triggers the switch, and then you get credited for the shot. But since the gate is kind of like hanging there flimsy halfway, sometimes the ball will go up and not trigger the switch properly. And because the switch is broken, I'm noticing now the ball is actually feeding back to your left flipper from that upper middle shot more than it should be. Normally there's a good 50-50 chance when you hit that center mini ramp that the ball's going to either go to the right or the left. But today, I think it's because of the broken switch, it's going to the left probably like 75 or 80% of the time now, which makes it a little frustrating to qualify your next claw award. But it's okay. So we got our next one. So we need one more claw award, and yeah. Now combos play a big part in Demolition Man for scoring. And what's actually been really good about the switch not working at the top and the ball diverting to the left is I've still been making my shots, and every shot made in succession like that adds to a combo. First I get the combo points, but then obviously those combos are added as end of ball bonus as well. So despite not qualifying my next claw award like I want to, I have been getting potentially lots of end of ball bonus from that, at least. So there is that, and I've been getting lots of good points straight up front. This is a game where I end up with quite a few points, and I do get through all 4 multi-balls, and then I light the Demolition Jackpot, which is like this massive jackpot that the value of it is based on your performance in each of your 4 multi-balls. So that was actually my 3rd multi-ball. That was Wasteland multi-ball. And Wasteland multi-ball is basically just a clone of Fortress multi-ball, your first multi-ball. The second multi-ball is Museum multi-ball. That's a multi-ball where pretty much every shot's lit. You want to try to hit every shot in the playfield, and then your super jackpot lights. And then your last multi-ball is Cryo Prison multi-ball, and that is the biggest multi-ball in the game. If you can get to Cryo Prison multi-ball, that is just excellent. You have the potential to get billions of points on Cryo Prison multi-ball if you play it out correctly. After you get the Cryo Prison multi-ball, the Demolition Jackpot lights, and that's the big jackpot that you can get in one shot on the right ramp. That the value depends on your performance in each of your multi-balls. So, let me talk about a couple other little things in the playfield. On the far left-hand part of the screen, you've got this little retina scan shot. It's this little saucer and a one-way gate. You could try to hit that. get some randomized awards, and it's not really worth going for if you're playing for points, but it is fun to play for if you're just playing for fun. Going to the right of that is this sort of like stand-up bay with these two captive cars, kind of like Newton cars, if you will. Okay, let me stop here actually. We're in Demolition Time, and if I recall correctly, I don't do very well in this, but in Demolition Time, every single thing is lit. And you just get lots of points for shooting them. There are very specific jackpots you can try to hit. I think like the roving shot is like a special jackpot that's worth a lot more points or something like that. And the goal is just to keep it going as long as you can, because it's points, points, points for every shot. If you hit all the yellow stand-up targets, you'll actually add a ball. And so what you also want to be doing on Demolition Time is focusing on the stand-up target. So I just got one, and I tried going for that last right stand-up target. There is grace period on this multi-ball, so, but I failed. So that was a really, really bad Demolition Time. But you can get some decent points from it. I've had actually the top score on this machine right now for Demolition Time is about 1.5 billion. The game does save some initials for the best Demolition Time score. And so this actually is not my machine, and the owner that's keeping the machine here in my apartment, he actually set the Demolition Time record, and that's actually the only record I've yet to beat of his, and I'm a little sad I haven't done that yet. So hopefully in the future I can do that before he decides to take his machine back home. So yeah, we are in looks like we're in Cryo Prison Multiball actually. Yeah. So basically in Cryo Prison, everything is lit. And then after a couple of shots, your super jackpot lights on the right ramp, and this is where the big points are. You just collect the super jackpot over and over and over again. And every time you collect the super jackpot, it takes one more shot to requalify the super jackpot. So again, very bad Cryo Prison multi-ball. This is a multi-ball you can keep going on all day. But immediately when it's done, you get the demolition jackpot as well. And I actually just collected it. Alright, so once you've gone through all your claw awards, basically you just try to go through them again. There's no overarching mega wizard mode where if you get through all your multi-balls and you do Demolition Time, you get something special. Unfortunately, there's nothing like that. Demolition Man is one of those games where you just rinse and repeat. You go through the cycle again. Maybe you're playing for a high score, so it doesn't really matter, but it doesn't have that, like, Tour the Mansion that you get with, like, Addams Family or something like that. Or, like, The Shadow with the final battle. But Cryo Prison Multi-Ball is actually, especially with the claw disabled, is actually really hard to get to. Well, with the with the claw enabled, it's actually really easy to get to. But claw disabled is actually quite tough to get to. And one other feature I haven't really talked about is how to actually collect your locks in this game. So, locks are basically, if you look in the center of the playfield, you've got 4 inserts that say freeze, lock freeze, or freeze 1, freeze 2, freeze 3, freeze 4. And those are your lock freezes. Now, occasionally the right in lane is going to be lit, and right here the ball is going to feed to the right in lane, and it'll light the left ramp for a quick hurry-up shot. And what that'll do is it'll collect a freeze on the center of the playfield. And your first multi-ball requires 1 freeze to light. Your second multi-ball requires 2 freezes to light, etc., etc. Now, to light a lock freeze, or to qualify the lock freeze light, you have to hit your yellow stand-up targets. So there are 5 yellow stand-up targets. There's 1 beneath the upper left flipper. There's 1 on the left ramp. There's 2 on the left of the right ramp, and there's 1 on the right of the right ramp. So by hitting all 5 stand-up targets, you'll light that lock freeze insert on the right insert, or sorry, right in lane, and then you'll have to hit the left ramp immediately to actually collect the lock. And it's actually really good to know how many locks you need to go, or how close you are to qualifying your next one. Maybe you want to take that risky shot on one of your stand-ups to light your 4th lock to get the Cryo Prison Multi-Ball, or something like that. Also, your first claw award, again, is either light multi-ball or start multi-ball. So, if you, say, get your first lock freeze, and then you get your first claw award, it's going to start that multi-ball instantly. So that was the game. Not a whole lot of other features to mention. There is a scoop on the top where you have to start your multi-ball. It's a very difficult shot, but it'll also give you some mystery awards and so forth if you hit it when it's not lit. There's also a computer shot, which is the upper scoop for the upper flipper. You can get some really good awards from that. And that's basically Demolition Man in a nutshell. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you want a non-commentary version of the same gameplay, you can check that out on my YouTube channel. I have that there as well as larger full-screen rotator ones for people on tablets. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.